Love, Lust, or Run.
Oh, Desiree. What happened to your pants? Does this say love and does this say lust?
It does.
She is the kind of mother who leaves her daughter at home and goes out to the club.
She doesn't look like a mother.
Run, run, run.
Run.
You are not a happy girl.
No.
When it comes to personal style, your look says a lot about who you are. But what kind of message are you really sending? Does the world see you the way you see yourself? Well, I asked and I found out. And now I'm going to fix it on Love, Lust, or Run. Oh, Desiree.
Hi, Stacy.
What happened to your pants?
I cut them up.
Yeah. Okay, or you were mauled by a tiger. I gotta come in here, sorry. Does this say love and does this say lust?
It does.
Where is the run?
I'm Desiree. I'm 25 years old. I am a full-time nursing student and a full-time mother of 2. My style is very rocker chic. I like tight clothes. I like leathery clothes. I like fishnet clothes. This is one of my favorite dresses. It's tight. It accentuates everything. When I have my heels, my lashes, my hair, and my outfits right, like I feel like the most confident woman in the room. I have a 2-year-old named Ariana.
No.
And I have a 9-year-old daughter named Fallon. What if I wear this one? Which is pants.
It's ugly.
Fallon doesn't exactly understand a lot of my looks.
What is that?
Shirt or a skirt.
Looks like a hat.
I'm currently enrolled in school. I'm trying to become a nurse. I have a really high GPA, but people perceive me as a girl that dropped out of high school. So I want Stacy to help me make myself presentable to my peers as an intellectual equal, not that kind of goth outcast.
So how did this style get started?
Ever since I was about 13 or 14 or so, I've always been drawn to like the rock look. Like I got really big into rock and roll music, heavy metal music, and I started to reflect that through my clothing.
Okay, but now you're a mom of 2. I'm just curious how your kids feel about your look.
My oldest daughter thinks that my clothes are too short or they're creepy.
Does that embarrass her?
I put these shoes on the one time we were going out, and she said to me, well, I know now if people look at us, we know why.
Smart 9-year-old. I don't know if it's just the boots. I would say the package is a lot. I'm assuming that if you're going to be a nurse, you're going to be either in a hospital or you're going to be working with a doctor or private physician. You're going to need to instill trust in the patients. The big question to me is, what if this look gets in the way of your career in the health community?
That's what my concern is. Even if I wear like pants that have a butt in them.
You mean like most people?
Yeah, I guess. And I would go in like for an interview and they would still see like my tattoos and like the hair, and there's somebody right next to me who's just as equally as qualified. Who do you think that they're gonna go for?
Right. I think that's the big question. You have a lot of things that you want to say to people. And I just, I think that we should take the temperature, a cross-section of the general population, and see what this look says to them. Let's go. We went out on the street with your look. This is the picture that we showed people. You like a lot of cagey business.
I do.
We asked people whether they loved it or lusted after it, or you, or whether they wanted to run. Let's take a look and hear what people had to say.
She looks like a dominatrix.
If I went to the doctor and she was my nurse, I think I would need another doctor.
She doesn't look like a mother.
She is the kind of mother who leaves her daughter at home and goes out to the club. Oh, I will run. Run.
Run.
Lust.
Run.
Run.
How does that make you feel?
I don't go out all the time. If I'm going out like dressed like that, like naturally I'm not taking my children.
That's the impression they get of you.
I didn't like the fact that they said that it made me look like poorly educated or like that I was like, stupid.
You are not a happy girl right now.
No.
I get it. I understand. So you and I are going to have to collaborate here. And you're going to give me a hard time about your cage dresses, and I'm going to give you a hard time about your cage dresses. And we're going to figure out what other options there are for you that make you feel just as good, but don't necessarily have the same kind of general reaction. So you know how we're going to do that?
Strip it down.
You got it, girl. You're going to take all of this off. The hair, the lashes, the jewelry, the clothes, everything.
All right.
Okay. Off.
Trusting you.
Right back there. Right back there. Trust is a key word. Trust.
I feel really good when I dress up, and I like the way that I look. I'm worried that Stacy is going to strip away everything that gives me the confidence that I have, and I don't want to lose any of that. A little nervous. I'm worried that if I change too much, I'm going to lose all of that confidence and good image that I have of myself. I love my clothes and my hair and like my big lashes and my tattoos. I can add these things to myself to change anything that I don't like about myself or that people told me wasn't good enough. Everybody's gonna see me and not the me that I put so much time into. A little nervous. I'm worried that if I change too much or change too drastically, that I'm going to lose all of that confidence and that good image that I have of myself.
Holy God, with nothing on? Look at you, you're gorgeous. What are you doing putting all that schmutz all over it?
I like it.
You like it? Don't you feel like all of a sudden your skin must be like...
I do feel a breeze.
Do you feel a breeze? That is amazing.
It's just it's a lot for me to, take in. I feel very vulnerable and very exposed.
I'm looking at you and I'm like, wow, she could be out the door in 3 minutes. Why did you start doing this?
Growing up, I've struggled with my appearance for many years. I found a way to do my makeup that makes me feel, pretty. When I'm getting ready and I have the right music on and I have that attitude going, I watch myself transform into what I see as this beautiful
Butterfly.
But yeah, I like that.
I love the idea that there's a process and an art to this for you. But what I don't like is that it comes from a place of you not liking yourself. And that the whole point of transforming yourself is to lose yourself. And I kind of want you to find yourself. This woman, I can see has 2 kids and takes care of them. This woman is ambitious. The next part is actually pretty fun. We're gonna go shopping.
I like retail therapy.
Retail therapy works for a lot of people. Desiree is somebody to be looked up to. I want to give her the opportunity to see herself in a different light, to know that she can be just as beautiful more naturally, and a look that will allow her more open doors to opportunity in the future. All right, Desiree, we're on our way to International Playground.
Playground sounds fun.
Playground is fun. We need to find a look that does say that you are this kind of glamorous, independent spirit, but also allows you to apply for nursing jobs. And also, I think, is going to send the right message to your kids.
That's a big part. I would like my daughters to maybe want to follow my fashion inspiration.
Yeah. You want to take a look around and show me what you like?
Okay. This is really cute.
She went straight for the cage, of course.
So the Hannibal mask is out of the question.
Yeah, the Hannibal mask is out. What do you think about something like this?
No.
What do you mean, no?
Not in my closet.
What about something like that?
Not a fan of, pants.
But what do you think about a high-waisted trouser?
Absolutely no on the color.
These are the same ones as the mustard, but a nicer color. With your skin tone, mustard is really going to wash out your skin. So we want to be careful to stay away from that tone. This blue is actually going to be much more flattering. Even though it's not close to your face, that's just a color that you probably don't want to go near.
I think I'd like them better in black.
I'm gonna try it on for you. What do you think?
That's cute.
Did you try that hat on?
I did not.
Go look in the mirror. What do you think about the hat?
I think if I had the right outfit and some eyeliner.
You can change really the shape of your face by the type of hat that you have on. We can actually make your face look a lot leaner just by adding a brim that's the right width. Not for nothing, you're talking about 3 hours worth of makeup when you can like throw on a hat and it gives your face a kind of nice angular quality to it. Just something to keep in mind. Okay, come this way. I mean, it looks good, but is it practical? You're not cutting holes out of these pants. You're wearing these pants by themselves.
I don't think they look very good assless.
I can't really think of a pant that does look good assless.
Do you think that fishnets are better for legs or for your chest?
For legs, surely.
Surely.
I have a hairy chest, so it's not a good look.
I mean, you've got hair, but we've got nipples.
It doesn't look very me.
What does that mean?
I feel like this is something that like my mom would wear to like a picnic.
It's a silk sundress in a pretty color that I think is a print that doesn't get in the way of your tattoos, that shows off that your figure is stunning. Why are you hating on this? Because it's not hard?
I like the more edgy look. This is very, very soft. It's just different than what I'm used to.
Okay, that is not the same as not liking something. So let's just be clear here. Different from what you're used to means that it like takes a second. And I really want you to look at what this does to your waist and how flattering and easy and simple this is as a dress. I wish that you would take your hair down too. Could we do that? Other than the fact that it is soft, it's super feminine and you look really pretty. This doesn't take a lot of effort and this cut shows off not just your shape, but also your ink.
It's not horrible, but it's not my favorite.
I won't be happy until you're miserable. So let's try on something that makes you unhappy.
I'm surprised I actually do like the pants. I thought that I was going to hate them because I haven't worn pants in like a few years.
Right.
They look very, baggy. And when I wear leggings, obviously, so they're very like skin tight and they show like my shape. I was afraid I was going to lose that when I put like a baggier pant on.
So one thing we should talk about is tailoring is everything. Cut is everything. Tailored is going to flatter your figure just as much as super tight clothing will, and sometimes it flatters it more. So even though this is a blouse that you're like, it's not tight enough, the fact that it's a little bit loose actually is just as flattering. You look just as small as if you were wearing something super tight. I like the way that you're using a kind of bold cuff on either arm here. There are touches of card with clothing that could be interpreted as slightly more sophisticated, right? You're not cutting holes out of these pants. You're wearing these pants by themselves.
I don't think they'd look very good assless.
I can't really think of a pant that does look good assless. Go, let's see something else.
I do like this one. I do.
Wait, I'm sorry. What happened? What happened?
I like this one.
So happy. Tell me why.
It's figure flattering, but it's not super tight, and it does make my waist look small without having to have everything kind of
popping out. Yeah. I'm going to 100% agree with you. I would say this is probably even a little big on you. This belt, right where it is right now, your waist is teeny tiny. This totally flatters your figure without showing anything other than like a modern look. The bracelet, the ring, all of that feels strong to me without being distracting. You can have your tattoos, and this print is so spread out that it doesn't look like it's competing with your tattoos. You're long and lean, but you don't have to wear tight to prove it. It's obvious in something like this. You have all these aspirations and goals that include your children, and I just want you to see that there's a way to do it without having to try so hard. I feel like we made a ton of progress with Desiree. She's finally starting to see that there's a way to do modern clothing that's body flattering that, isn't lingerie.
Stacy put a lot of perspective on things for me, and I think that I'm heading on the right path. But I'm starting to feel a little bit nervous because I have absolutely no idea what they're doing. I'm just kind of going in blind.
Desiree, it's been a journey. You really loved your look, and I think that you were very torn about whether or not you wanted to leave it. You are going to be a nurse. You want to be approachable. You want people to know that you're smart, and you want to be a role model for your daughters, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I just want to remind you, this is what you looked like before when you first got here. And this is you now.
Shut up. That's me?
Yeah, girl, that's you.
I look so different.
What do you think?
I like it. I love it.
You do?
I do. I look so grown, but I still look edgy, and I still have a nice waist without a corset and fishnet.
I did keep your cage for you. Do a quick twirl. Yeah, so you can see. One of the things that I wanted to do, obviously, was really show off your frame without you having to wear fishnets and underwear on top of it. So we went with this jacket that is got a cage feel to it in a kind of very, very thin neoprene. And the jumpsuit that you're wearing, which is a kind of very pale pink, is strapless. So you can wear this over it and it looks like it's part of one piece instead of two. And went with darker and shorter hair to show off your beautiful features. Will you look at your eyes? Will you look at your cheeks? Will you tell me that all the schmutz that you were wearing on your face was necessary when you can see what you can look like with less?
I was so nervous. I had no idea what to expect, and like taking away that like security blanket of like my entire like box of makeup on my face was was really like nerve-wracking for me. But this is lighter. My skin can breathe.
I mean, you look badass.
I feel fierce. I'm not gonna lie. I feel very.
Okay, fierce too. You know, we took this look back out into the street and we asked people whether they loved it or lusted after it or whether they wanted to run. Let's take a listen to what they have to say, okay?
Oh, what a lovely girl.
She definitely looks well-educated. She looks very professional.
If she was my nurse, I would feel comfortable.
I don't feel very well. Where is she right now? Where is she?
She looks like the kind of mom that knows what she's doing. She has her act together.
She seems like she could do anything. She's like a super mom.
Love?
Love.
Lust. Love? Definitely lost.
That's like the complete polar opposite of everything that I heard when I first walked in here. It feels really good. It feels nice because that's the way that I want to be projecting and presenting myself to people. I look like a woman, not like a little like club kid.
This is about the next stage of your life being something different. You can command respect in something like this, and it doesn't have to be, you know, old lady gear. You can still wear a cage jacket. You can wear a jumpsuit. You can do things that still feel modern and age appropriate without having to show all that skin. And even if you never said anything to your daughters about this change in your style, what do you think they would understand from that?
They could see me dressing like this and succeeding, then they can be like, oh, well, if I do that, then I can follow those footsteps. Like, I can be like mom.
Yeah.
You know, and what mom doesn't want that?
Right. I mean, who doesn't want to be an inspiration? And you should be.
I'm forever, ever grateful.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
You are very, very welcome. Now go out there and conquer the world.
I love the new look. I like that it still has a little bit of like an alternative twist to it. I think Stacey found a really happy medium that I can still feel as beautiful and feel as confident without being so in your face. There's one main focal point, and that's me.